Hi, I'm Rob Realeader. I'm the president and founder of Western Protection Alliance with another labor dispute story. Approximately 20 years ago, the early 2000s, Western Protection was bidding on a labor dispute with a beverage company, and we were bidding on a variety of services: strike security, evidence gathering, and the transportation component, getting people and product in and out of picket lines safely. Western ended up winning the strike security and the evidence gathering portion, which was great, and we didn't win, unfortunately, the transportation side. But during the course of the planning for the dispute, the transportation company, based out east, kind of central Canada, in a meeting with the client and us, proceeded to say that they guaranteed that product would be getting in and out of the picket line. And I know enough about labor disputes to know that if you're making a guarantee in a strike situation, you're either a liar or a fool. And it turned out that, fast forward, the first few days of a labor dispute are really critical. The product has to flow, but it has to look the organization as being impeded from their regular activities. That gives you ammunition to take to the labor board and seek injunctive relief to limit the amount or scope of picketing, and possibly an enforcement order for the police to enforce the injunction, depending on the jurisdiction. The first day then is really critical. So our teams were there to evidence gather and provide strike security, and we awaited the first truck to arrive. And it happened that the owner of the company that won the transportation part happened to be in the passenger seat of the truck. The truck stopped at the picket line and, contrary to what we had counseled them to do, rolled down the window and proceeded to talk to the pickets. This wasn't great video and didn't look like they were being impeded. Looked like they were friendly and were having a conversation, which we don't want. Then 5 minutes goes by and the truck driver puts it in park, hops out of the cab and picks up a picket sign and begins picketing with the picketers. That's probably something that you won't want to do in a labor dispute, particularly when you're providing transportation. You won the bid to take people and product across the picket line. So the dispute was very violent, with a lot of incidents and a lot of police response and just a violent strike overall. And that was the pitfalls, the risks that one can do when they're not facing proper picket line protocol and when they're not prepared properly. If you'd like to hear more about your strike planning and how to properly plan for and operate during a labor dispute, feel free to reach out to me, realeader@westernalliance.ca, or the telephone number here is 604-271-7475. And if you'd like to hear more about this, please like and subscribe, and look forward to talking to you soon.